make a YouTube video for quite a while, and here I am, Airsoft Loadout video. Yeah, so starting out with the gear I'm wearing, I have a Lancer Tactical kind of super simple chest rig setup here. No plates in it. Got a couple molly pouches, just molly weaved. I don't know what you call that. Weaved in here. They're attached. I wear a Sling Point system right here because I was throwing a sling over my shoulder, and it just got to be a lot of straps here. We've got straps on the helmet, straps on the neck and shoulders. So I kind of just added this point in here, and I'll show you how that works out. You got your point on your gun, your Sling Point. Clip that bad boy on there. That's why you wear a helmet right there. You just let it dangle instead, you know. It's a lot better than throwing something over with a sling. So yeah, to the gun, slinged up here. I'm shooting a Valken ASL Whiskey. It shoots around 400 FPS. I like it. It's good. It's accurate. Adjustable stock. Where I play, we can only shoot semi-auto, so I have a little more fun with the nice zoom-in scope and just kind of sit back and shoot people, you know, aim for the head. But aside from this guy, it's my next favorite gun. It's probably my who makes this? The Dragunov. Anyway, I'll leave a link for it. But this is a semi and fully automatic nickel battery driven instead of spring powered sniper rifle. It had a really long muzzle brake on the end here, and I took that off and I actually just 3D printed something up here. I didn't want the length, so I 3D printed a little mock suppressor that's just gonna hide that barrel. It broke down the overall length of my rifle so I could fit it in my rifle case, which is mandatory for playing airsoft often. Anyway, that not being a bolt action sniper, normally at the field that I play at, you'd be able to shoot at 550. That is shooting around 375, and I think my engagement distance is like 40 feet. My FPS max is 450 on that, yet I have not upgraded that. I went into a higher spring, and I realized that this rifle, not being a lipo powered rifle, it just runs the gears too quick, and I can't seem to upgrade that to shoot any faster or harder. I don't know. I'm not that into tech stuff. Not that far. But moving on, yeah. So when I'm running with my sniper, the minimum engagement distance is usually about 80 to 100 feet, depending on how hard your rifle is shooting, FPS-wise. So that being said, you can't engage in battle with somebody that is closer to you. So you gotta carry kind of a sidearm with you. Woo. Just got this nice cheap pistol holder here. Kind of tough. Yeah, well, one round I was running and I slipped on the leaves and fell, and all my gear just exploded off of me. My pistol fell out. Luckily, somebody turned it in. GoPro fell off my head. Luckily, something turned it in. This isn't clipped in, by the way. You guys are wondering why I'm waving it around. But yeah, so I lost all my shit. So I decided it's time for a pistol holster. Now we got this pistol holster. We can keep the shit on us, and it ain't going nowhere. However, it was like $14, so I think I'm going to have to heat gun that and kind of open that up or pull it in and out a lot of times and just kind of get some wear into that so it releases better. So those are my main guns. For buddy guns and for my wife and son, I have just the regular Valken ASL Mod L. It was pretty sweet, changed it up a lot. I like a lot of different colors in rifles, so I didn't like the all FDE or the all black, kind of swapped them all around. This is a good gun, shoots about, what was it, 375 FPS. It's a good buddy gun to have. It's nice to have a buddy gun because, you know, playing airsoft costs a lot if you have to do rental and you're not just paying for your field fees for the day. So it's beneficial to own your own stuff. You get to customize it and really kind of get into the hobby a little more. Yeah, so my 10-year-old plays with me, and these Valken ASL guns are about 7.5 pounds. You know, they could be more or less depending on modifying them, but they're too heavy for my 10-year-old son. So we got him the Valken ASL Plus Foxtrot. This gun is a lot more compact, SBR. Stock will come down. If you're an adult, you know, pull that sucker out, and you can still get the job done with it. It's going to be a lot better for peeking around corners and whatnot. The shorter barrel, it fires good. I think it fires at around 370 FPS. It may have chronoed in a little bit less. We're going to have to do some mods on this because this is a great option as a sidearm for carrying a sniper instead of a pistol. Yeah, so iPro. We're talking about iPro. Before we get to iPro, let's talk about guns and batteries and etc. Normally when you purchase a gun, it's not going to come with a battery. You're going to have to spend another $30+ on a Lipo Charger or a charger in general, and you're going to have to buy some batteries. So, depending on your gun, some batteries can fit the larger gun. Some guns can fit the larger batteries, and some guns can't. They need a shorter battery. You're just gonna have to look into what you have. But as far as my experience has gone, I've gone with 11.130C Lipo batteries through Valken and 7.430C batteries through Valken. You can get these in larger, smaller capacities, but I do enjoy the 11.1s. When you upgrade to an 11.1, you're going to notice your gun's going to it's just going to feel like it's firing harder, and it's going to fire faster on full auto, which you don't get the opportunity to play with without being on private property. But I have chronoed both of them. I haven't noticed a huge difference. You know, it hasn't changed the FPS up much, but the firing rate is a lot better. To charge those, this is the Valken Lipo battery that I have. Oh, it's hard to get that in focus. Just a simple, I don't even know what this sucker's called. I got it off Amazon. It's a Valken brand charger. Charges those batteries great. You know, keep some extra batteries if you don't have. Now, talking about all the shit I have on, I do have a helmet on. Yes. The newest thing I've gotten so far, I've got an actual rifle built, and I plan on shooting, and I don't like wearing earplugs, so I went ahead and I purchased these earmuffs, whatever they're called. I think they're the M32 earmuffs. These are electronic earmuffs. You put them on. I think noises over 82 decibels are going to get canceled out through the muffs, but typical conversation like I'm having right now, you know, it gets amplified. There's 3 different sound settings to where you can actually boost things on, and generally they're fun to wear. I can hear birds chirping in the trees with these when normally I can't hear that standing in my garage, so that's great. That would be great for airsoft use as well. Be able to hear people coming from other directions when you normally wouldn't, and it's just great ear protection so you're not getting pegged in the ear with a BB, because I'm not going to be the one that catches a BB slam dunked into my ear canal. I don't mind the lower face, you know. I don't always like wearing face protection. iPro is mandatory, obviously, but sometimes just throwing, you know, one of these guys around your lower face, tucking it in and whatnot, is enough to just kind of cushion that BB. You're not going to get it jammed into your flesh, which is, you know, we've all seen those videos on TikTok. It's not happening to me. So, iPro. I first started out on Amazon, bought this set. It's a lower face pro with ear protection here, and it came with these goggles. These goggles, they work, they get you through a couple rounds, but man, they were fogging up immediately. Don't use those goggles. It's going to take a lot of fun out of your day. Another type of goggle you can wear, these are just safety glasses instead. You know, they still fog up too, but they're a little more comfortable to wear, especially in the hot seasons. They have some foam inserts kind of around them, which keeps them tightly on your face so you don't get that magical 1 in a million shot BB flying in your goggles. 2 other goggles, these were Valken. They're about $30 a pair with the smoke lenses. They are more so goggles. What I liked about these is they actually snap and clip in the back instead of being a full adjustable goggle. However, they're just kind of my buddy goggles. I use these. I do not know who they're from, but a few different manufacturers make them. Essentially, they are a pair of tactical goggles with a battery-powered fan in the top. So this is going to keep airflow in your goggles and eliminate fog. There's no fog. I don't play with fog anymore. They run off of 2 AAA or AA batteries. You hit the button, you turn them on, you throw them on, rock out your day. A little weird combination with the helmet here, but still worth wearing. Oh, and I just recently got the Surefire helmet light. Let's see, where's it at? Did we get it? We didn't. That's the infrared switch. Oh, I'm not even going through it right now, guys. It's too much crazy shit. So, on to Face Pro. We talked about that a little bit. There are a few different brands, you know, of this stuff. This is the Amazon brand. It was great. My cousin took a couple in the face, and it dented in the eye pro. I'm not gonna dig it out right now. I wish I would have laid it out, but it did some damage. It'll definitely knock your freaking tooth out if you get hit with one of those. Yeah. So the Valken brand. Valken, you guys, I love Valken. This Face Pro was, I think, around $20, and there's some nice cush padding in here, padding over the nose. This is just, it's much more comfortable to wear. And my son gets to use this one because it fits him a little better, so I'm a little jealous on that. Yeah, we talked about a lot of safety gear. Gloves, I would call them mandatory. You probably will too once you get shot in the knuckle with a 48 gram BB. And then you'll start wearing gloves too. There's lots of different types of mags, high caps, mid caps. So mid caps are usually, I think, about 30 to 60 rounds. High caps are going to be more of like 200. You can open these boys up, dump a shitload of BBs in, and then you have to crank this lever here, or wheel, whatever you want to call it, and it feeds the BBs up the spring and feeds them, you know, through the barrel, out the gun. Problem with these are that running around, hearing that all the time, it gets old. I don't even care if other players are here. I'm tired of hearing it. I feel like a giant tactical baby rattle. I like shooting mid caps. You're not gonna get that shape, and just buy more of them, man. They're not real magazines full of 223, 556, whatever, you know. They're plastic BBs. Just buy a shitload of them. Yeah, on the BBs while we're talking about BBs here. Now, I've shot a few different kinds. The Valkens, of course. Ones they sell at the field, the Infinities. I buy the .20s just for chronoing, which now they shove them in there for you. So I usually shoot with a .25 or up. These are also from the field Metal Tech. Maybe they're not. Maybe I got them from Airsoft Megastore. The heavier the BB, the better for me. Depending on what I'm shooting, I know there's a lot of technical data on which, you know, somewhere there's a mid-range for every gun. That may be so. I've only been doing this for less than a year, so I'm not even going to get into the BB specifics. However, I did purchase this Chrono off of Amazon for about $50. It's an AC 5000 chronograph. I don't know. I love having chronograph though, now that I do own one, because I can kind of upgrade my guns and make sure that I'm not going over my FPS versus installing all these internals, getting to the field, and then realizing I'm shooting over. You can kind of, from my understanding, trim down your spring a little bit at a time and really be able to dial in and come under that limit and perform the best with your gun. BBs, a couple times I have played, I loaned out some magazines, and I end up being short on some magazines. And there's been 2 or 3 rounds where I've just been standing there completely out of ammo, which should never happen. And nobody wants to carry that giant bag of BBs with them. So for around $13 on Airsoft Megastore, I found a sweet multi-cam BB holder. And just hold your BBs in there for you. It's a little bit of shake going on in the top end because it's plastic. I wish it was cushioned or something to get rid of that, but it folds, you know, and it's great when you're playing a couple skirmish games back to back and you forgot to take your break and go load up all your mags. Then you got extra BBs, and there's always somebody at the field that's like, you know, do you have BBs? Like, yeah, I actually do. So moving on, smoke grenades. I use the Enola Gay ones because they're sold at the field. I've never tried anything else. I've had one not go off, which was kind of a huge bummer for $10 a grenade for it not to work. That's a bummer. I just purchased the Bang 22 Extreme grenade. It takes, these are ram set blanks, which are 22 caliber blanks. They're not actually bullets. They're for the ram set guns that shoot, they shoot nails with the cartridge. It forces the nail into the brick or concrete, and they're super versatile tools. But you unscrew this sucker, you put the pin in and load the spring. You put the 22 blank in the middle there, and you know, you rip it and toss it, and it makes a pretty good bang. You know, it's not insane. I threw it in my garage. I live in the city. I tossed it in my garage with no ear pro on, and my ears are still attached to my head. However, they do have holes in them now. So that is a big chunk of gear. I'd say another great thing to wear to the airsoft field that I have is a nice little pair of boots. Of course, they got a zip up on the side. It's mandatory. I love zippers on the sides. These are the Free Soldiers. I purchased them because they have more of a kind of, I don't know, I'd say more of a sports style sole to them. They reminded me a little bit more of tennis shoes. They're super lightweight, not completely waterproof. However, I did apply a waterproof kind of Scotch Guard product onto them when I first got them. It has helped repel it, but stepping in a puddle, no, you're going to have wet socks all day. Combat pants. There's a lot of different kind of combat pants, and these bitches can cost a lot of money. Not going to lie. I paid around 65, 70 bucks for these. I'm super happy with them. They have built-in knee pads, which are super beneficial. There are pockets down the side. There are Velcro straps down the side to be able to just adjust that. The back has got some stretchy stuff. I like that. Lots of adjustments, zippers. I'm sure tactical guys that are super into real rifles and having all of this tactical gear probably laugh about this airsoft grade stuff, but some of it works. Some of it can be used with guns and BB guns. Yeah, so that is pretty much the bulk of my rundown video. I'm going to get off here and get all this gear up before somebody rings my doorbell and I have to answer the door like this. But if you guys want to see some more technical videos or some more GoPro videos of just airsoft gameplay, let me know. I'd love to make more videos about this. I enjoy this hobby, and hope you guys enjoy my collection. Later.